Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. What's in your news for Thursday, the 25th day of January in the year 2024? St. Leonard's Boys School is in the news. The St. Philip mom and dad are surprised and in shock at what happened to their son, Jamel Haywood. Just going through, you will see we have questions surrounding Cleddy Alexander Stewart's death. Going through, you will see that people at the Barbados Government Information Service had the audacity to not show up for work. Yeah, just going through. You can slow it down. I want to thank you for coming to YouTube. I want to thank you for liking, sharing. I want to thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's information. It's all about sharing information. Okay, this is Sherry Veronica. Tomorrow is going to be Friday. If all goes well, I will speak to you then. Do have a beautiful day today. Okay. Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. The last people that should not show up to work are the people who work at the Government Information Service, the Barbados Government Information Service. They're the last people that should never have captured the word audacity and put it in play to not show up for work, because they're ghosts as it is. They don't do anything. Those people, in fact, the page on Facebook, it's almost as though it's only handled by one person, or maybe one person every other day or whatever. It is not properly updated. Every aspect of the government, and the quasi government, all those things should be monitored and updated on the GIS Barbados websites. Okay, they're not. You have got to be kidding me when I see this. It's a joke. It has got to be a joke. There are ghosts there. They're not working. They hardly do anything, and what they do, I can do in 2 minutes. The things that they put on GIS page on Facebook, that's like 5 minutes work, 2 to 5 minutes work for me. That's nothing. And they have the audacity to do what others are doing. They should be fired. You should fire them all. Okay, fire them all. People are getting beside themselves and doing a whole lot of mess in Barbados, and you should not tolerate it. Not from this particular group. Not from the Barbados Government Information Service group. Nah, not from them, because they hardly work. They hardly work as it is. This is Sherry Veronica. Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. His parents, Jamel Haywood's parents, are in shock that he was killed in a yam field. They're in shock. They're saying that they're experiencing shock, anger, and disbelief over the death of their firstborn son. Now, she's saying that he was a good boy. You know how it goes. And she is a sickly woman, and she always tells him, don't go there and do no nonsense, because you know it will affect me and I'm not in good health, so don't go there and do no nonsense. So you're telling a grown 37-year-old man, what's he doing in your house anyhow? But anyhow, 37 years old, you're telling him don't go there and do no nonsense? And then in another paragraph, she says that he was thinking about becoming a lawyer. Ooh, Lord mercy. Anyhow, she said, I'm reading from your paper. She's saying that Jamel Harewood was thinking of becoming a lawyer. But then again, yeah, I could see him wanting to become a lawyer with with what he was found doing. You can see it's a lateral move. Okay, it's a lateral move, and it can't be his first time. That was not his first rodeo. She probably received yams, sweet potatoes, onions, and everything in droves from before. She knows she didn't plant them. She knows that Jamel wasn't working in no field, and she knows that he came back home after a night out with mud and a sack over his back. You know how it goes. So she knew. So why is she shocked? Because usually it doesn't happen. Usually it's the farmer running away when they come up against these people in the dark of night, and they have the pitchfork or the shovels or whatever they use to dig for the potatoes, and that could be like something that they could use to scare off the farmer. It didn't happen this way. This time it was a different episode, and she's talking about her son was like trying to become an attorney. I almost hurt my stomach with laughing when I read that. An attorney, but then again, I had to pull back, because you can see someone like that becoming an attorney is easy money. All they have to do is get two clients who trust them with their money and have some kind of transaction where a lot of money is involved, and it's selling out, bro. It's like it's over. They leave the island. You never see them again. You know how it goes, right? You do know how it goes. But anyhow, she's in shock. She's in disbelief. She tell him, don't go there and find yourself in no nonsense because I sick. Well, he did go there. He did find himself in nonsense. I am shocked and I am in disbelief, because you are in shock and you are in disbelief. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. You cannot tell me, not in this world, not even the next. You cannot tell me that he did not come home with food from someone's crop, someone's field, wherever, and you know he didn't buy it. Don't tell me that. I want you to come. I challenge the mom and the dad, because they say parents in shock and disbelief. Okay, I want you to tell me, Harewood, maybe it's your last name, I don't know. His name was Jamel Harewood. So I'm asking the parents of Jamel Harewood if they, in their life with him, never received anything that they know he didn't go there and buy. I want you to come and tell me that on YouTube. Come on to YouTube and tell me that you never received anything from your son that you know he didn't buy. Pass me with your bullshit, Sherry Veronica. Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. They're going to online classes at Lodge School for the rest of the week. It's something that I suggested, but what I find that is going on in the schools and other government departments is, I'm beginning to wonder if it's political. I'm beginning to wonder if these unions are run by DLP faithfuls, and the people who are walking off the jobs are DLP aligned. I'm beginning to wonder if all of what we're seeing at the polyclinics, people not going back, nurses not showing up for work, at the schools, teachers not showing up for work, and everything else that we're seeing going on in Barbados with people not showing up for work, I'm beginning to think that maybe there may be a thread of politics that's running through it, and a lot of these union people are bent in a particular area. They're politically affiliated. Let me put it that way. They are politically affiliated. So this is a large school, and then on the next page you see St. Bartholomew. They're still wondering what happened there at that school. Imagine that. There's still the Barbados Union of Teachers and the ministry are still wrangling, like, what happened, why was it closed? Today's Thursday, okay? Thursday. So I'm beginning to think, and based on what comes to me in my chat, you can see that it may be politically motivated. These are people that do not like the current administration, and they are trying their best to not topple it, but they're trying their best to make Mia look bad. They're trying their best to cripple a lot of things that Mia has put in place. They're trying to cripple a lot of things that she envisions for Barbados and the way she wants to go about doing it. They're trying to stop her from, having her way. That's how they think about her, that she wants to have her way, so you can see it. You can see that there's a concerted effort to embarrass Mia Motley. This is looking like it could be political. This is Sherry Veronica. Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Now look at this. Look at this. Call for more drug prevention policies in workplace where nobody's going to show up for work. No one is going to show up for work. The firemen are not going to show up for work. The police are not going to show up for work. Oh, your teachers are off the job now. None of them are going to show up for work. Don't talk about the hospital. Lord, have us mercy. What are you planning on doing? Shutting Barbados down? The shop owners not going to show up for work. What's the name of that mall? Sheraton Mall? That will be empty. 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 All government offices, NIS, Social Security, NIS, all the names changed, all those agencies, empty. The workplace will be empty. The roads will be empty. You're gonna call for that policies in the workplace? People are I want to use the word medicating. I think I'll use a sanitized word, okay? People are medicating before they leave home. People are medicating on their way to work, okay? To work. And for the time they shut down at 5, 6, whatever, they're medicating on their way home or thinking about getting home so they can medicate, okay? You cannot stop this in a place like Barbados. You cannot stop it. Mount Gay calls, okay? That tree that you don't like the leaves of, it calls people. It calls people by name, okay? And the ones who are not doing it are associating with the ones who are doing it. And they're all rubbing shoulders. When they talk about separation, there's 0 degree of separation in Barbados. Zero, okay? There's no degree of separation. It is so small. It's so homogeneous. Everyone gets pulled in to whatever's happening there in one way or another. You cannot avoid it. It cannot be avoided. This policy of prevention ain't going to work because it has continued for so long that you're functional at it now. You function very well under the influence. You're functional at doing what you do, no matter what you take, no matter what is in your system. You could show up, you can stand straight, you can put your hands on your head, and if somebody asks you to walk, straight, like, you can do it. You can, because you've had years, your DNA has had years of practice. It's who you are. It's who you are. You cannot tell me you do not know anyone who's not medicating. You cannot tell me that even though, like I said, you may not be doing it, you know someone who is. You're working next to someone who is. Or the buses will stop instantly. You will have no transit, no mass transit, Barbados transit, the authority. That whole system would shut down if this were to go into like policy and really to be policed. If you were to police this kind of workplace, policy, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Why do these people get into your paper and crack all these jokes? Why? It's a joke. It's a joke. It cannot work. It cannot work. What are you gonna tell me, that you're gonna close down Mount Gay Factory? You're gonna close it down? It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's just the way things are, and you know how to work around it. You've been doing it for centuries. Overlooking things, not noticing things that you should notice. You go through the motions instead of addressing problems. You don't do it. You do not address problems. You just go through the motions as though, it's called cognitive dissonance. You just go through the motions as though, oh, that's really not happening. I just saw a video of something happening in a place where people came in and they were taking the money, and the person that was working in the place, they just stood there. If you were to see the person, you wouldn't know that there was a robbery going on. You would not know looking at the person. You had to see the whole scene to know, oh, look what's going on, and look what's happening there. The person working in the office just stood there, cool, calm, and collected. Not like, what the hell is going on here? You cannot do this, and get out of here, and blah blah blah. And the person then tell her, well, get down on the floor, cover your eyes, get down on your stomach, put your hands over you. Nothing. It was just like a regular day at the office. She stood there. He took what he needed to take, and he walked out. Think that could happen here? You think that could happen here? If it did happen here, that place would not exist the next day. I'm just here to tell you that the place that it happened, it would not be there the next day, because someone was going to say, oh, you just walked in there and did that to my wife and scared her and got her all, can't work anymore. Okay, we'll take care of that. It just does not, like I said, Barbados is homogenous. You all behave in the same way, whether you realize it or not. You probably don't, but you do. And whether you are part of something or not, you're so close to it that you resemble it. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.